It's a world on fire, money in the flame. Generations fighting the wealth game. Fortune rise quick and they vanish just as fast. Inheritance built, but it rarely lasts. Millennial slow start, the future looks bright. 124 trillion coming to sight. Boomer estates about to change the tide. Richest generation when the transfers collide. 2 decades coming, the assets flow. Parents and grands passing what they know. The great wealth shift, history stage. New power rising in the millennial age. Cornelius died, left 100 mil deep. Biggest fortune in empire to keep. But 70 years later, all of it gone. Heads blew the bag, money wasted on. Bad bets, wild living. Fortune erased, legacy vanished, wealth misplaced. Proof that riches don't guarantee stay. Generations spending and gold away. WC feels with the quote that stings. Half on vice, the rest on fling. Gambling, liquor, women in line. No thought of tomorrow, just wasting time. Like heirs with billions burning out. Big checks cash, but wisdom drought. If money's fuel, some torture fast. The flame burns brighter, but it don't last. Top 10 billionaires, all self-made. Businesses built, empires laid. Walton's at 11, heirs in the mix. But working the grind still pulls the fix. UBS counted the billionaires' path. 84 built, 53 took math. Earn wealth stronger, inheritance weak. The hustler's grind still beats the cheat. In 1900, inheritance is soared. 20% of GDP stored. Wars destroyed land, cash burned slow. Inflation hit bonds. Fortunes let go by the 1970s. Down to 5, barely enough to keep hopes alive. But now it's doubled, climbing again. 6 trillion passing through wealthy hands. Research show where economies stall, inheritance grows, shadowing all. Italy's flow hit 19%, and stagnation hit. Fortunes went 60% of billionaires born. Inherited riches, not self-worn. But in the US, the opposite shows. Self-made ranks keep growing rows. It's a world on fire, fortune a bust. Legacies vanish when heirs lose trust. From boom to bust, the cycles inspire. Money is fragile in a world on fire. Then roll with the stats that prove Forbes 400 and changing the groove. Less from families, more self-built. Gates and Buffett stacking the guilt. Ambers and tail, fortune decline. New wealth rolls, old law shine. If heirs don't innovate, they fade away. While builders rise in the light of day. He's in the driver, price is insane. Boomers sitting on real estate gain. From mid-century steady to sky-high climb. Homes became fortunes over time. One house bought in the 60s cheap, now worth millions, value deep. Boomers hold stock in land and stone. Passing castles they children own. Cash in hand before they die. Parents run houses, tuition high. Loans for kids, student debts erased. Private schools, down payments placed. If it were a bank, top 10 in rank. Billions flowing from family tanks. But if you're poor, no wealth to give. Inheritance gap shapes how you live. Fair stats showing the wealth divide. 1% grabbing the richest tide. Half the transfers to the few on top. For 60%, inheritance stop $5 grand or less for the majority side. While the elites let fortunes ride. Inequality baked in the way. Passing wealth deep as the play. Calls for tax on the inherent flow. Redistribution to make it slow, but inheritance taxes hated bad. Rich and poor alike get mad. Parents say we already paid. Don't tax twice on what we made. Politics fragile, votes at stake. Inheritance rules tough to remake. Bill Gates pledging to give it away. Less than 1% to the kids one day. Spending the rest on global fight. Health in schools, change at night. Others like Johnson thinking long life. Money to self, avoid the strife. Boomers still spend, the cash don't wait. Wealth still transfers in another state. Williams study with a family line. 70% lose wealth in time. 90% go by the third gen low. Squabbles, lawsuits, bad bets blow. Homes hold better, cash slips fast. Inheritance fragile, it may not last. Kids spend quick, the future dim. Legacy fading on a family whim. It's a world on fire, fortunes fade. Generations test what the elders made. From boomers' castles to millennial hands. Wealth like water slips through the sand.